What's up, everybody? This is your favorite cousin, Rich. And let's talk about this new 50-year mortgage plan the Trump administration has proposed. And I've been reading a lot of comments on other videos and things of that sort, and a lot of people are up in arms. They're upset. They're saying, oh, I won't be able to pay off my house till I'm 80. And there they go with this. And they just want our money. And they just, it seems like everybody just loves doom and gloom, or doom and gloom if it comes from this current administration. They could be really doing something beneficial for you, but because it's coming from this current administration, people, would just throw it in a dumpster, or they try to find all the cons instead of any pros. They have the mindset that the glass is half empty instead of half full. But when I first thought about it, this 50-year mortgage, I was like, ooh, that sounds good. See, I'm a businessman. And how it works, if you're a businessman or you have some kind of financial intelligence about yourself, is this gives you more leverage for your cash, right? So let's say, for instance, you have a 30-year mortgage and your mortgage payment is $2,000 a month. With a 50-year mortgage, your mortgage payment may go down to, let's say, $1,500, $1,700. You have an extra $300 to $500 that you can utilize every month to put in investments, save, or however you may feel, or you can just splurge it however you may want, right? You have an extra cash. So now people are saying, well, I still have to pay off my mortgage till I'm 80, 70, or whenever they start, which is true. If you choose to pay it off, regularly every month or whatever the case may be. If there's no prepayment penalties, again, prepayment or early payment penalties, meaning if you normally pay your 50-year mortgage like you do a 30-year mortgage, so meaning if the bank is only asking for $1,500 now on your 50-year mortgage and you give them $2,000, guess what? You get to pay off your mortgage early. So this 50 years that you thought you would have had to, you can condense it down to 30 years if you so choose. If you don't want to invest your money in other avenues and things of that sort, you have the ability to do with that extra cash if you want to. Again, if you want to put it in with your mortgage payment that you're paying now to pay down the principal, cool. If you want to just save it and stack it, cool. If you want to splurge it, cool. But a lot of people are not really thinking like a businessman. It's like this. A lot of rich folks I know, or financially intelligent people I know, before they buy a car, they already have the money or half the money, right? And they go to the lot and they try to stretch out as long as they can for them payments. 7 years, 5 years, 9 years, however long they can. Why? Because the payments that they're going to make today is going to be small. So granted, they have the money, and granted, the interest rate might be a little high. If they don't plan on keeping that car, or if they're going to use that money to get more assets, invest the money here, invest the money there, why would they give all their money to the dealership? Why not just give the dealership 10%, 15%, 20%, and take the rest of that money and invest it? And instead of paying the dealership $2,000, $1,000 a month on your car payment, you're only paying them $750, $500. Especially if you putting that money in other avenues, and then you get back the dividends, you get back the residuals, anything of that sort, then you can put it down on that car payment. And then you get to pay it off faster if you so choose, or you get to sell it. And now you didn't expend as much money if you would have. Instead of paying $1,500 a month because you wanted your interest or you wanted your loan to be 3 years, instead of paying $1,500, you only pay $750 because now it's expended or it's extended to 7 years, 9 years. The extra cash you didn't even have to spend. So I think a lot of people nowadays just love the doom and gloom, just love to complain. Don't try to find the silver lining in situations. They don't have the glasses half full instead of half empty mindset. And I don't know who to blame. I know who to blame, but I'm not going to say. It's just really think for yourself. Really think for yourself, people. Everything that a lot of people are doing is not to run you down in the dumps. It's not. It's not. Like I said, the only thing that you need to be weary of is prepayment penalties, meaning if it's 50 years and you pay it before 50 years, they penalize you. That and the interest rate. That's it. Pay attention to them two things and you straight. This could be beneficial for a lot of people. Like I said, if your mortgage payment is $3,000 a month, $2,000 a month, and now you have a 50-year mortgage, that can get chopped down to $17, $15. Now you got an extra $500 to put on your bills. Now you got an extra $500 to put clothes on your back, food in your house. So granted, they said, I saw one guy, he said, this is going to turn America into permanent renters. Newsflash, it almost already is. Newsflash, you need almost at least $1 million to buy a house in the LA area. Y'all forgot about that, right? Newsflash, it's hard to even buy a house now. Y'all forgot about that, right? So this whole renting fallacy is true when banks are already buying up all these houses and houses and houses and only letting you rent anyways. I know where I'm from. Banks own 80% of the houses. Not people, banks. And then they're renting it to the people. Let's get into all these banks and these corporations who own these houses. So using the thing that this is going to make people be permanent renters, it was already that before this. How I see it, this is just going to allow people to move into houses and have extra money to boost the economy. That's it. This is extra money to be able to boost the economy. That's it. That extra $500, $300, $1,000 that you may save now because you have a 50-year mortgage versus 30-year mortgage, you're able to use that money to invest in yourself and invest in the economy. But people ain't going to see it like that. They're just going to think that's another doom and gloom thing. Anyway, this is your favorite cousin Rich. I hope this reached somebody today. Y'all be safe again. Love and blessings.